What's up, guys? Welcome back. So we're going in today, dude. So we got the incident sparked up. We're gonna let that sit right here, and I'm telling you, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be. You do not want to miss this because I think it's something that every single one of you can relate with, and that's how do we overcome this mental numbness, which is also known as apathy. All right, and you can even call it the D word, depression, but we're just going to call it mental numbness, okay? And look, I mean, I've experienced this, and my friends have experienced it, and I feel like every guy at one point over, in his life is going to be a little mentally numb. And it's not somewhere that you want to be stuck at because I really believe you can't think yourself out. You can't think yourself out of being numb. You don't even want to think. You don't really want to, you just kind of stop motivating yourself. And what I realized is I used to think that the way that you get over being apathetic is you try to motivate yourself and you try to get pumped up. And so, like, I would, that's an easy way to get into drugs. Because drugs, they'll pump the shit out of you, man. You'll be pumped. And you just go down that road. And the thing is you get pumped, but you getting pumped for the wrong thing, okay? And another thing I've seen is just me trying to like pump myself up with music. I was like I was a pump chaser, bro. All right, I was chasing the pump nonstop. I was chasing motivation, watching motivational videos, getting hyper on caffeine, you listening to music, doing drugs. Is like shit, man. I love being pumped up, and I hate it feeling numb. Okay, so I did whatever it took, and that's the only way I knew how is to chase the pump. And I realized I was going about it all wrong. I was totally doing it the wrong way, and I started to understand is that the only way I could get over the mental numbness is when I had a challenge in my life. And a lot of people are like, yeah, well, you need to work. You need to like have a purpose in life. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying you need challenge, like something in your day. You need new challenges all the time. You need something to do. And, it makes sense. It's one of the reasons we get addicted to video games. Video games are a challenge, man. I used to go in, play video games for hours, not come out. And I was challenged, and I would get good at it. I would feel, I was pumped. And it just got me nowhere. Okay, so same thing. Why wouldn't we like challenges? Look at back when people say, oh, 2012, for me, I'm 27, 2012, such a good year. You were younger. A lot of people look back on their childhood, nostalgic feelings and thoughts, and they say, oh man, time was so good. If you're in the 90s were great. If you're an 80s kid, the 80s, there was no other time like it. And I'm thinking to myself, man, there's no way that all these people, just had such good childhoods and now they have a bad adulthood, They're looking at the past through rose-colored glasses, and I think the reason is because when you were a kid, everything was new. The summers were long. They were only long because everything was new. You were exploring, you were conquering new territory. If you were, a kid and you had friends and you were going out on your bikes and you were climbing trees, like when's the last time you climbed a tree? I climbed the tree about a week ago, and that was the first time in years, and it was amazing. It was a great time climbing up that tree. But let me tell you, I was riding bikes, climbing trees, exploring with friends, finding porno magazines on the ground. It was like I was going through my dad's junk, dude. I was, man, doing some crazy shit, all right? Climbing fences, killing lizards with a little pee-pee shooter. It was nuts back as a kid. Everything was new. And I realized that, like, look, now when we get older, dude, we're not in new territory. We're in cocoons, or we're in a hive. I wouldn't even call it a hive. We're in more of like a captivity, and captivity does something to a human. It makes him numb. All right, it makes you apathetic. You're not conquering new land. You're not exploring. As a man, there's nothing better than feeling like you're a conqueror. You're a pirate. You're discovering the new world. You're getting your hands onto something. You're, man, like you lose that, you get in captivity. What do you do in captivity? You start jerking off. That's what you do. You start jerking off every day. You start watching porn. You start, I heard this thing that monkeys will actually, they don't they don't jerk off in the wild. I don't know how true that is, but when they're in captivity, that's when they start jerking it. So you'll know if you're jerking all the time, it's not because you just got this crazy addiction. No, I mean, look at your life. Maybe you're in that drone state, and it's time to wake it up. So look, I got a couple things for you guys. I wrote these down because I want to hit on all of them. I don't want to forget. And the first one is this, because this is something I even deal with still. Okay, I dealt with a lot. Do not lay in bed in the morning when your alarm goes off. Do not do it. Do not lay there for 5-10 minutes and just think your way through scenarios. Okay, it's going to make you think and have an idea of all the stuff you got to do, and you can easily, when you're numb, dude, easily you're just like, fuck this shit. That's what I get. All right, fuck this shit. I don't want to do any of this. What's the point? And I'm telling you, is like, you're never going to think your way out of this numbness. You're going to find like meaning in your life and good feelings when you just are moving and you're taking action. That's where the meaning is found in action. You probably heard the emotion is found in motion. All right. So you can't think your way out of it. Stop trying to be a philosopher about life all the time. It's not good. Well, not even a philosopher about life, but about, the meaning of life. That's what I mean. Not the meaning. You're always trying to find meaning. No, dude, just start moving. Get moving. Get grooving, all right? The next thing. Expand your space, dude. Conquer new territory. I was just up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the weekend. Look, man, I've never seen Wisconsin. Beautiful city. I can't believe it. They have bikes. I live in Cleveland. They have bikes on the side of the road, like every block. You can just rent out. And you just take a bike ride. And I was with my girlfriend. We're just taking a bike ride next to the lake. I'm just like, man, this is beautiful. This is fun. We're getting sun. We're exploring new territory. We're going to I went to a bar. I went to some new places to eat. Man, I'm eating cheese curds by the river. I'm like, I never do this, and here's the thing, I don't even want to do those things. I don't want to do these things. It's hard for me to get, I don't want to go around other people, man. I'm introverted. I tell you guys, be extrovert. Dude, I'm introverted. You think I want to do these things? No, hell no. But I realize that once I start doing them, then I experience all, it's good. I'm challenging myself. The thing I realized, everything I'm telling you here, guys, is like a challenge. Okay? It's not always easy. And so expand your territory. It doesn't mean you got to travel everywhere, but we'll talk about it more. Okay. Next is get sun, man. Okay? I know I'm pale right now, but I've been trying to get some sun as much as I can. When the sun's out, I get at least 30 minutes a day of sun. Absolutely necessary. The vitamin D is going to make you feel good if you are in a place, I supplement with vitamin D, okay? Supplement with vitamin D if you don't get a lot of sun. Super important. Going to make you feel good. It gives you more, vitality, okay? Look, here's another thing. Use humor. Humor is, for me, like a twisted sort of gratitude. I got a lot of reasons not to be happy. I can think of a lot of shit that went wrong that I feel are not justified. That I feel, oh, woe is me, my life could have been better. Man, use humor to sort of, when you can, when you're with people or just by yourself, as a way to twist the frame, a way to twist the outlook on life. Yeah, things are a little dark. Use some dark humor, man. That right, sometimes we joke on this channel and stuff. That's the reason. I have to, man. When I'm by myself, I will always be negative. If I wasn't to use humor, try to see things differently, and do what I'm telling you here. Okay, so that's what I've noticed is like the people with the most comfortable lives, like there's no need to use humor. Right? The humor that you see I've noticed a lot, I could never relate to is like everyone is quoting movie quotes. I can't stand that humor. Like stuff from Step Brothers. Like, sure, funny movie, but like, man, humor is one of those things you can't just quote someone else's movie. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have your own humor. Comes from your own philosophy on life. It's your own way to sort of twist things to not take things too seriously. All right, don't take things too seriously. That's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta use humor. Watch some comedians. That would be good for you. Okay, watch some comedians. Help someone, man. Could there be a better way to have a good feeling than helping someone? I'm not saying give money to somebody, no. But if you can help someone in the smallest way, help them. We were out the other night, and there was this whole summer solstice, festival. Bands playing, people having fun, dancing, grooving. And I was walking, and I found a wallet on the ground. Dude, I'm getting really hot in here. Man, I had to turn the AC off so we can hear it. So I'm starting to sweat. Anyway, we're going to finish the video. And I'm walking, and I see this wallet on the ground. Now look, this is in the middle of 1,000+ people. There's this brown wallet. I'm with my girl. I'm like, let's get this. We got to pick this up. She's like, oh no. She starts, what do we do with it? She's trying to enjoy that. I'm like, listen, this is all right to make sure that this cat gets his wallet back. So I take out his ID. He's got no cash in there. Just, a bunch of cards, his ID. And I'm looking, all right, and first thing I look at, okay, how does this guy look? He's 6'5". Now, your average human is not 6'5", so I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be pretty easy to find him in this crowd. It wasn't. We looked for 30 minutes. I saw no one that was 6'5". I think he lied, okay? I really think he lied. He was not 6'5". And so we're looking for 30 minutes. And I'm like, no, we got to find this guy. We message him on Instagram. We find him on Facebook. No response, all right? The guy's drinking. He's drunk. He's with his friends. We end up going and just sitting at this table. And we're just like this, oh, man, what do we do? What do we do now? And out of nowhere, the guy comes walking down this little lane. And I'm like, recognition, I'm like, holy, that's him. That's him. I tell my girl, like, that's him. And we're like, hey. And he's like, whoa, he's kind of freaked out. I'm like, bro, what's your name? He tells us his name. It's like, we have your wallet. And he instantly, is just overcome with joy. Like, that's the worst feeling, man, when you lose your wallet. Okay? So we give him his wallet, and he's with his 5 friends, and they're like, what, bro, you lost your wallet? They're freaking out. He's going nuts. He's like, guys, I want to repay you. You're good human beings. You're awesome. And, I didn't want anything, but it just felt good. It was like, hell yeah, man. Like, if that was me, oh, man, I don't want to lose my wallet. Dude, if there was a good enough human being that could find my wallet, and he's trying to party, and he's, takes a little time of his day to give me a wallet, good on you, bro. Thank you. I would feel so happy. The guy, and that made me feel good. I was like, I did the right, I'm just being a good fucking human being. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, the guy ends up buying us, 6 drinks. Okay, we didn't, I was like, bro, no, we're already drinking some beer. He buys 6 beers, and I'm just like, oh, God. Anyway, and that was that. Help someone. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Help someone. You might not find a wallet on the ground every day, but you do have these little moments to make people's lives better. Okay, and that's a challenge in and of itself. And that's how we find meaning, all right? That's how we get out of this numbness, and we interact, and we get out of the captivity. Okay? Now look, here's one that's going to go against a lot of people on YouTube. These pickup artists or no, not pickup artists, but red pill guys. And I don't care because I have my own philosophy on this. Get a woman. Get a girlfriend. If you have the opportunity, I'm not saying rush out and get a girlfriend and get married. Oh, but all the MTOW guys are like, hey, women, they'll take your rights. They take all your money. They'll ruin your life. Look, you don't got to marry them, dude. Just get a woman in your life. It's a great thing. And I've realized look, back to what I was saying is I don't want to do any of this. Bro, if it wasn't for my girl, I would not go out ever. I would not go out ever. Even with me and my friends, we don't go out. We have like campfires. That's it. I would never go downtown. I would never go to a bar. I would never dance. I would never do anything like that. I would never go to these festivals. I just do not care to do that. I like to be alone. I like to stay at home, do my routine and whatnot. My girl, on the other hand, loves that shit, okay? And it is that yin to the yang that actually sort of wakes me up and gives me a new perspective on life, which translates into exploring a new territory, helping people, and getting out there, man. And without that, and all the girls I've dated have been, they've wanted me. Let's go to the zoo. Let's go to the art museum. And there's a time and place for everything. I obviously cannot do that all the time. There's a time and place. So I've learned to say no, but, also being open. Okay, we probably should go to the art museum and see, some Picasso paintings that we would have never seen if I was just being, totally just saying no to her. So a woman really can bring that new, fresh perspective on life. And another thing I've realized is the girls I've dated have all been younger than me. This is back to what I said in the prior video about don't date older women. Just my thought on this. Younger women seem to have a little more anxiety. And, they're a little more doughy-eyed. They're a little more starry-eyed, where everything's fresh. They're not into politics. They don't have too many opinions. I try to stay away from that myself. Like, if someone starts talking about politics and gets real political, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to listen to that. Imagine, that's why, back to the girls, but I like younger girls because they don't have everything figured out. And they do have a lot of anxiety. And a lot of guys are like, younger girls are dumb. Well, I like my girls a little dumb. Okay? Because they have anxiety and it sort of bumps up against my manhood. And I'm talking about my penis. Just, it bumps up against my masculinity. And it's almost like it's the yin to the yang, man. I like a girl with a little anxiety because it teaches me to be more stoic. Because you'll see that a lot of guys will just get consumed by their girl's anxiety when really this is my girl's anxiety and I'm just like snuffing it out, dude. I'm snuffing it out. I'm teaching her. I'm giving her that piece away from her anxiety. Dude, there is a different dynamic between man and a woman. Okay? So I don't want to date someone that's like me. I don't want to date someone that's, numb. I want to date someone that's a little freak, a little bit crazy. And that's why I love it. So I'm telling you guys, do what you want, but that's just my opinion on that. And a girl can really open up and expand. It's like, man, I know this girl's got some anxiety, dude. And, she's not always grounded, but it's good. It makes you feel like you can lead. You can lead. And that's another thing I believe you guys should understand is the way that I could get here was because I had been heartbroken in the past. Okay, let's just say, first girlfriend, heartbroken or something. Well, when a girl doesn't respond to you and you don't get anything from her, it's like, oh man, why did she not like me? I'm not good enough. You feel heartbroken, dude. And I'm telling you, every guy needs to experience heartbreak because what it does is it wakes you the fuck up because there's no heartbreak in nature. It's not natural. It's humans that created this story that we have in our head. And once you get over the heartbreak, you can start seeing women as just like normal human beings and you have a relationship with them and you don't need them. So now it's like you could be a man instead of just a needy little bitch. And that's, if you're ever feeling needy, it's because or feeling like a little bait in your relationship, it's because you are like needy, man. You're caring too much about the girl. Like, I like my girl. I think she's great, but like I'm kind of like my love as being a guy is a little bit different. It's not this romantic Cinderella love. It's more of indifferent, like I care for you and you're sexy as hell, but there's a lot of sexy ass girls in this world. So, I'm choosing, I'm hanging out with you and it's not like I'm better than you, but we're different, okay? And my love's different. Heartbreak just wakes you up. heartbreak is the red pill for a relationship. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a red pill for relationships that wakes you out of that matrix when you're a young man. And a lot of guys like don't get over that. It's like, look, take the fucking red pill and then be a little different. Stop being so emotional and needy for your woman. Like, and then you'll have a great relationship, okay? And you'll be the man, she'll be the woman. You guys have sex. Even during sex, dude, I feel like, man, I'm just like massaging her root chakra. You know, I'm bringing her that peace. I'm getting that anxiety out of her, because, and you got to be able to take control. You know. Anyway, and that's why I feel like girls want that, man. They want a guy to take control and not be filled with anxiety, but be a man. All right. So that's my say on that. And what else have we got here? Last thing before we get out of here. Keep your mental diet, all right, healthy. You're going to go numb if you decide to listen to this apathetic movie or music. You're going to feel nothing if you feed yourself the wrong kind of stuff. So your mental diet is massively important. The inputs affect the outputs, okay? Don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it twisted. Whatever you put in here, it's coming out. It's going out into the world. It's affecting people. When you decide, remember the first thing I told you guys, don't stay in bed. You don't want to stay in bed and just think, because you're not going to think your way out. You're going to think about usually negative stuff or stuff that doesn't make you feel good. Okay, the thoughts are not, man, they're not good. So what is going on social media? You're usually not moving. You're just like this, you're thinking. It's the same thing as staying in bed. You're feeding yourself a poor diet. So same thing with your body, input, output, okay? Not the other way around. The output, don't worry about worry about the input, you'll get good output. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, right? We have to fight apathy. We have to wake up, wake our brothers up, wake our friends and our family, people around us, help someone. That's the that's the challenge for the week, man. Help somebody, even if it's using their first name, smiling at them, making them feel good. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.